Hello, everyone. My name is Roland Whiting, or I go by Coach Whiting or Coach Buzz. Welcome to my presentation today. It's qualities of character, and my topic is positive attitudes. What is positive attitudes? What do you think about when you hear the word positive attitudes? What does it mean? How can we project a positive attitude? Why do we need to have a positive attitude? How can I have a positive attitude? How can we have a positive attitude? And what are the effects of a positive attitude? Well, positive attitudes. Positive attitude, let's take a look at the word attitude in general. Attitude in general is a mental position shaped by your feelings of emotion. Positive is a little bit more on the, more favorable or good side. Thus, you have positive attitude. One of the things about when it comes to positive attitudes and when you think about positive attitudes is your demeanor, and not just your demeanor, but how do we show that we having a positive attitude? So certainly one of the things and some of the things that you think about and how do you project a positive attitude are things such as facial expressions. Could be your shoulders, your hands, things of that nature. When you're talking about positive attitudes and body language, some of the things, and you guys may have heard, it takes more muscles to frown than to smile. I only bring that up to say that positive attitude, one of the easiest ways for you to present a positive attitude is smiling. Certainly seeing someone pass you by and they're smiling and they're happy, that kind of gets you excited. That's an example of a positive attitude. One of the other things for me, one of the things that I think about is one of my athletic administrators. He comes in a room and he has a loud and boisterous voice. Sometimes it can be a little bit overbearing, but one of the things that does is between his voice and the way his body demeanor projects, he's confident, he's ready to go, and he commands the audience. So that certainly is a benefit to having a positive attitude versus sometimes where maybe you may be a little bit more sad or soft-spoken. That doesn't really necessarily always command the crowd. But having that positive attitude and having that positive demeanor projects and does so much for you and the audience that you're trying to command. And just saying that alone, just know that attitudes are contagious. Have you been in a situation where someone comes in a room and if they're excited, all of a sudden you're excited? So again, just understand that attitudes are contagious. And again, I guess one of the things about just speaking more on the definition of positive attitude, just understand that positive attitude affirms confidence. It's the same things that I was saying about that athletic director that comes into the room. He projects confidence through his voice, through his tone, just through his overall demeanor. One of the things I like to think about when it comes to positive attitudes, positive attitude is kind of that jump start, kickstarts other qualities of character. When you want to persevere, you need that positive attitude to really kind of get you through things, almost in everything you do. So, as we go further on into this presentation, you'll hear me talk about more things about the positive attitude as it relates to some of those other qualities of character. Be positive in everything you do. You want to think it, you want to see it, you want to do it. As I'm talking about that now, and I think about the Just Do It commercial, it's similar, but this one takes a little bit more, whereas though you're visualizing things a little bit more. When you are an athlete and you're on the field, you want to think positive thoughts. If you you're in a play, you're a wide receiver, you want to think about, I'm going to catch that ball. And your quarterback knows he can trust you. And if you're thinking those positive attitudes, I'm going to catch the ball, I'm going to catch the ball, I'm going to catch the ball, you're going to catch that ball. So think positive attitudes. You got to see it, you got to visualize it, you got to do it. And that's a good way to just be mentally prepared. Positive thinking leads to positive goals. Positive action leads to positive results. Positive results leads to goals accomplished. Again, visualize your goals. If you see it, you can do it. It can happen. Think positive, be positive, do positive. The results will be positive. Be joyful in hope, faithful in prayer. Romans 12, verse 12. Be positive in your visions. Follow it up with confidence and actions. Some of the iconic figures that I think about when it comes to positive examples of winning, one being LeBron James. I think he did so much for the city of Cleveland. One of the things that I can say about all these iconic figures and the different people that I'll mention throughout this presentation is that they all went through some sort of adversity. LeBron James is no different. He's doing really good things for his community. He brought a championship to the city. Winning a championship is not something easy to do. And Cleveland wasn't a pretty good example of that, especially before they actually won a championship. And although LeBron had to leave, go to other places, and then come back, he still came back and he won a championship for the city, and he's doing it in the right way. Nick Saban is another guy that has a winning example of being positive and doing things and winning. Nick Saban is one of the winningest coaches in NCAA football, and he continues to do so and do it well. Tim Tebow, although the stats are stacked against him and doesn't quite agree with the things that he does on the field, he still does an exceptional job, and he goes out there and he takes advantage of opportunities, and he thanks God, and he does it well. Some of the other people, or one other particular person that I think of when it comes to having a positive attitude and fighting through adversity, is a guy by the name of Adam Telefero. Adam Telefero was a Penn State football player who was paralyzed. He was only given a 3% chance to live, he was only given a 3% chance to walk. Not only is he walking now, he's a motivational speaker. He finished his degree, he became an attorney, and he also has a foundation for folks who've experienced or have spinal cord injuries. So again, he, through his positive attitude, through his motivation, just working through those adversities and things of that nature, it took that positive attitude to get through all of those things and to get to where he is, and to defy those doctors and all the odds against him. And now he's continuing to flourish, and hopefully pass that on and motivate others to do the same as well. One other icon, or other person I think about when it comes to a positive example and a positive image is Tony Dungy, who was an outstanding coach in the NFL and is a mentor and a leader to many. One of the quotes that I have in my presentation, he says, "What is down in the well comes up in a bucket. Fill yourself up with positive things." What that means is, if you continue to think about positive, if all you do is think about positive in every aspect and every angle of your life, you will continue to build yourself up, so that way when it erupts, all positive is going to come out. So again, positive thoughts lead to positive actions. Pat Summitt and Stuart Scott. Pat Summitt and Stuart Scott had one of the most public and courageous bouts with cancer. Very courageous, very positive, very inspiring. Those are two of the people that most recently that I've been able to witness and take a look at and feel nothing but inspired because of the positivity that they exuded through their bout with cancer. So please take a minute, listen to this excerpt from Stuart Scott and all he had to say to continue to inspire us in being positive and embracing those challenges, as all of these positive icons continue to do. Pessimist or optimist? Negative versus positive. If you are a negative person, you may believe it can't be done. If you're positive, you believe nothing's impossible. If you're a negative person, you may make excuses. Optimistic people, positive people, do not take no for an answer. Negative person, they're content, they're satisfied. Positive, they're thirsty, they're hungry, they want more. Negative, I'm closed-minded. Positive, open to change, open to the challenges, ready to go. Please take a look at some positive quotes by some very prominent people that I feel you'll resonate and also be very motivational to you. One other very influential person that I want to speak about, and also quote, is John Wooden. John Wooden was quoted saying, "A true competitor gets the most joy out of the most difficult circumstances. The real competitors love a tough situation. That is when they focus better and function better." What that means is a true competitor, you want to be positive at the toughest and roughest situations. That's when you're going to earn the most respect. Again, take a look at some more quotes from some more prominent folks that I'm sure will resonate with you and continue to motivate and inspire us all. Positive attitudes with action. Continue to keep a positive attitude, continue to show a positive attitude. Thinking positive attitude is a start, but doing it with action is even better. So again, be joyful in hope, faithful in prayer. Romans 12:12. Positive attitudes is forward thinking and being successful in life. Stay focused, stay positive, stay humble, serve others, and be blessed in your faithfulness to God. Thank you.